y'all, Sierra here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Myers-Briggs Strong Interest Inventory. It's a test, well, not really a test, but it's a questionnaire that uses 291 different questions to explore your interests, the things you enjoy, your work-related values, ideas, beliefs that are important to you, and that guide your actions, your personality type within your social traits, motivations, strengths, weaknesses, your preferred work environments, and developmental needs. So it puts you into 6 different categories, and you're rated based on those categories. So you'll have, this is from the Myers-Briggs site, which I will put in the definition or the comment section. You are rated in your realistic. These are the doers: active, hands-on, adventurous, investigative. These are the thinkers: artistic, the creators, the helpers, which is social, enterprising, the persuaders, and conventional, the organizers. So these are the 6 different categories that it places you in. Going over to my results. So first it starts off with your general occupational themes. So these are 6 broad interest patterns, which I just went over, that describe your work personality. And then your top 3 give you your theme code. So realistic R, and then each one has its letter corresponding to the first letter of the word. And then it gives you your interests, your work activities, your potential skills and values. So these scores are compared to the average scores of your gender to determine your interest levels for each of the 6 themes. And again, this is your code where you score the highest of the 3 themes, and with that, then you can explore further into what your career choice would be. So for mine, I scored the highest in social. Next would be realistic, and then investigative. And then, enterprising, artistic, conventional. Now within that, you go to the next section, which is your basic interest scales. And it tells you about it right here. This is the areas that often point to work activities, projects, coursework, and leisure activities, between very high to low. And so, for example, with my top interest areas are teaching, athletics, nature, agriculture, healthcare services, and human resources. And this is my least interest. So this is kind of interesting, kind of gives you like where you fit in as far as what your career choice would be. And it's actually pretty accurate for me because I am not interested in law at all. And I am very interested in education, healthcare, and those types of things. So within that, it kind of goes into all the different what your scores are as far as in each category. For example, management, sales, teaching, medical sciences. So you can just kind of narrow it down your list from there. Now the next part is occupational scales. So this contains a list of occupations that match your interests. Is generated by comparing your interests to those individuals who work into those careers that they were going against. I think it's about 122, and makes a match based on the theory that those people who work in the same occupation share the same interests as you. So these would be people that share the same interests as me, and their different careers. So pretty cool to see, because I actually have been a facilities manager, so that ended up being on my top. And I don't know if that kind of skewed my test, because at the time when I took it, I was a facilities manager. So I may have skewed it a little bit based off of what I was doing at the time. Next section is your occupational scales. Again, going further into it, comparing with other jobs and where, like, on the scale you are. Again, it's still going. So, for example, I would not compare with a sociologist versus a pharmacist. So, pretty interesting. Going down. Okay. Next would be your personal style scales, and this is just your preferences regarding your work style, your learning environment, your leadership style, your risk taking. So it just gives you on which side of the aisle you're on. So your work style, do you prefer working alone or with people? So I prefer working with people. Your learning environment, I prefer practical learning environments versus academic environments. I learn through lectures and books, so I'm kind of more of in the field. But right down the middle, besides team orientation, I prefer working on teams rather than by myself. Now, this is just a profile summary at the end here, just giving you your code, and then your top 5 interest area. It's just a summary going through what each page said, summarizing what that last page said, working with people. So based off of this, you can then take this into consideration as far as where you want to go with your career. What's great about this is that you can go into different majors. So this tells you what majors would be, what you could go into based off of your interests in the realistic field, in the social field, investigative, and so on, if that's for you. Now on this page, these scales indicate interests that are important to your overall lifestyle. So again, it's just showing you based off of your lifestyle. Since I enjoy teaching young people, this is what I could do. Since I enjoy sports, this is what I can do. Nature and outdoors, these are just similar fields. So again, this is just suggestions on what you could go into your career field based off of your personality, your likes, dislikes, so on. And then this is combining your code into different fields as well. So it gives you a lot of handy things to work with as far as what fields you can go on based off of your code. Okay, on this page, it's just showing that it's identifying specific ways you prefer to approach whatever academic courses, majors, or jobs you undertake. So work style, your score suggests a preference of working closely or frequently with people rather than working alone. So it's just, again, going through what your personality is, what your likes and dislikes are. Overall, I think this is a very handy tool for career searching. It just gives you a lot of different options. If you're just stuck on what to do, this will actually dive deeper into what exactly you want to do. Now, this connects into Onet, and once you find out what you want to do, you can start narrowing your list, and then you can go over to this site. It's a great tool where you can explore careers that interest you. You can get job descriptions, learn about specific job duties, and get salary data as well. So within this, for example, you can find occupations. You can browse by your different skills, abilities, interests. It's really cool. What I like is I want to be a. So once you figure out and narrow down to what you want to be, you type in here, I want to be, I already put in different things like civil engineer, search. Okay, civil engineers. So this is what you do. You click on here and then it will tell you everything you need to know about this job. So what they do on the job, you would do inspect project sites, knowledge. You need to know all these different courses. You need to have these basic skills. This is the type of personality Again, that's all relative, but it'll give you this salary outlook, which is pretty cool. You can check by your state and you can find jobs, which is cool. And then it'll tell you also your education. So I know for a fact that it is a bachelor's degree right now. Master's degree is not usually required for a civil engineering degree, but you can get it. And yeah, so this is a really great, handy website, just giving you different tips and on different careers you can go into. I highly suggest checking this out, and I will put it on the comment section so that you can check it out for yourself. It's pretty cool being able to see what you can get into based off of, your personality, or, how do I get there? What do I need to get a major in? So this really just likes to go dive deeper into it. But this is also where I want to talk about is, as you narrow down your search, you can then look at what you need to do in order to take the job. So that's shadowing someone, which means, following them around. You can ask them questions. You can get insight just so you know for sure that's what you want to do. But you need to make an action plan after that and figure out what your long and short-term goals are so that you can reach the ultimate one, which is your career. So I will put these all on my comment section, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back with more counseling videos. Thanks.